What's up, guys? My name is Gabe and welcome into the Trojan Blade. That game on Saturday, as brutal as it was at the time, and losing in any case, but in particular to them, just sucks. But I really feel like we learned a lot about the state of the program. A future star might have been discovered on defense, and I am taking a new approach in regards to my expectations of this team and this program in general. So we've got some positives and negatives to talk about today, but there is absolutely nothing negative about my friends over at SeatGeek. SeatGeek is your one-stop shop for tickets, guys. They take tickets from all over the web and grade them on a scale from 1 to 10, so you know if you're getting a fair deal or not. And they are now offering $20 off your first order when you use my promo code TrojanBlade at checkout. So thank you, SeatGeek, and thank you all for being here today. Let's talk about this game. So overall, I'd say the game was very boring. It never felt like we really got into the game. As close as the score was, it felt quite more lopsided than I think was indicated. But there's enough negativity surrounding the program right now. Let's get into the positives first. So the defense was actually better this week than it has been. It was clear that Nua and Odom simplified the game plan, and as a result, we were much more gap sound in this one. The numbers aren't pretty if you go look at the stat sheet, but remember, this is a very low bar we're trying to clear here. We're not expecting the 85 Bears here, we're just hoping for these tiny little improvements at this point. I thought the play of the defensive line was much better and much more consistent than what we have been seeing this year. We have also been calling all year for both Curtis and Shaw to get their play count slashed, and that happened in this one. Only 11 snaps for Tackett, and Bryson only had 1. Which, when Grinch's mouthpiece gets only 1 snap the first game after he's fired, what does that tell you? The favoritism was real, ladies and gentlemen. But Nua and Odom did a great job managing that this week, I thought. Damani Jackson was not a positive in this one. He was really having a stinker. But the positive here is that the coaching staff pulled him and sat him down for a while. We haven't been seeing that this year. That's a necessary step into re-implementing the accountability back into this program. And overall, I'd say that the secondary was a train wreck, but earlier I said I think we found a future star on defense. And man, freshman nickelback Traquan Fagans was phenomenal out there. 5 tackles out of 5 opportunities, he didn't miss 1. Highest defensive grade on the team via PFF. I posted a rep he had on Twitter. I can't post it here due to copyright issues, so I'll have it linked in the description. But this kid is a playmaker that shows great football instincts, great motor, really good speed, and he's physical. Which leads me to the question of why the hell has he not been playing this year? He's been healthy for a while now. I went back and rewatched this game. Every single explosive play Oregon had, there's one common factor. Fegans is not involved. It's not his coverage that got blown. He didn't miss the tackle. He didn't misread the play. Most of the big plays weren't even to his side of the field. He was the best player on the field for the SC defense. I really think we have a gem in this kid. I can't wait to see him grow and become the next big defensive back at USC. Now offensively, Caleb Williams, Marshawn Lloyd, Brendan Rice, Taj Washington, Justin Dietich, and Jonah Monheim all played their asses off. Dietich was hurt and he kept battling. Jonah was our only offensive lineman that played from start to finish a solid game. Chef Taj is the most reliable player we have on offense. Marshawn was the most physical player on the field for either side. Brendan just said screw it and took over the entire second half. He was just unstoppable. And Caleb Williams. This wasn't his best game, but man, this guy has given his mind, body, and soul to our program. If he isn't a Trojan, I don't know who is. Mason Murphy was allowing free rusher after free rusher right into Caleb's face, but he kept making magic back there. Big time performance from him. Without him, I don't know how competitive we are in this game. Of course, that's every game for this team, but still. Also, Eddie Chaplichki had a hell of a punt, so shout out to him as well. Now, the negatives for this game. We all know the story. Poor tackling. When the defense finally does get a stop, the offense goes MIA. Complimentary football does not exist with this team. The entire secondary outside of Fegans was an abomination. There's honestly not much need to get into the specifics here. You all know the issues at hand. But what I do want to talk about is the expectations for this program going forward. So look, I'm not one of these people that think Lincoln Riley needs to be fired. I honestly think that's a bit ridiculous and over the top. But what I will say is that the days of me assuming that we will turn everything around and we'll be competing for titles is over. There's too many cultural and game management issues here. The way Lincoln refuses to take accountability in post-game pressers and blames injuries and keeps saying how close we are. Guys, I hate to break it to you, but we're 7-4. Our defense is ranked in the 100s in pretty much every category. We are not close at all. So between that and the way he's talked down to the fan base this entire year, I mean, it's really like he thinks we're idiots. There's just a lot of issues, and I don't know how they're going to play out. So like I said, I'm not just going to assume we're going to be a top title contending team. We obviously have a huge hire coming up here in the next few weeks. I will be pumping out more defensive coordinator videos. I know that series has been doing fantastic on the channel, so I'll probably try to get 2 out this week instead of 1. If you want to see any specific coordinators, please do leave a comment down below. And guys, it sucks that we lost to Oregon, but I think most of us felt like that was the most likely outcome. But guys, if you did happen to enjoy this video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much for being here today. You're all awesome, and as always, take care and fight on.